Hello, guys, and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid, my DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important update. Kickstarting with today's agenda, RB Leipzig star Daniel Olmo reveals how they plan on beating Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 second leg clash at the Bernabeu tonight. We are going to be discussing you through that on this episode as we move forward. And shortly after that, we will quickly turn our attention to the next agenda as Bayern Munich are monitoring 22 years old Real Madrid fullback target, report claim. We are going to be detailing you through that as well as we move forward. So please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid updates. After a disappointing and controversial 2-2 draw with Valencia, Real Madrid will be looking to get back to winning ways as they take on RB Leipzig today night. Having secured a 1-0 victory in the first leg, avoiding a defeat against Leipzig could be enough for Real Madrid to advance through to the quarterfinals. However, despite the home advantage, playing against RB Leipzig could always be a tricky test, with the German team possessing some of the most gifted talents in Europe. One of them is Dani Olmo, who spoke at great length regarding RB Leipzig's chances of turning the tie on its head and staging an upsetting comeback against Real Madrid tonight. The first leg left us with bittersweet feelings because we had chances to score and take the lead. It gave us the feeling that it was possible. We came back with a not so good result, but the tide is still open. We have to play a great game tomorrow, he said in the pre-match press conference yesterday. The key is in the small details, in the ball loses, in the recoveries. We have to play a perfect game. Real Madrid, if you arrive and don't score, they will beat you with average. We are prepared, the Spaniard added. Interestingly, Olmo was asked about the refereeing on Wednesday game, especially after Real Madrid's controversial game against Valencia on the weekend, when Gil Monzano, who was the referee on the night, denied a last-minute goal to Jude Bellingham. We have no fear for the refereeing. We have to dedicate ourselves to what depends on us, Olmo said. The Spaniard also added that he is not afraid of any player when asked about Jude Bellingham, who is one of two Real Madrid stars running the risk of suspension in the quarterfinals. Regarded as one of RB Leipzig's most impactful players, Olmo has had an injury-laden season so far. However, the attacker has stated that he feels fully fit heading into this encounter. I am very happy to be back since after Christmas and playing more and more minutes. I feel very good at 100%, he said. I feel very good and very motivated for the game and returning to Spain. This game will indeed mark the return to Spain for Olmo, who was once a product of the famed La Masia Youth Academy in Barcelona. On returning to Spain, Olmo said, "I had the opportunity to play in the Metropolitano with the national team, and now it will be very special to play in my country again. I think I am valued. I have had the opportunity to go with the national team, go to the Euro Cup, a World Cup with the national team. Playing in Spain is an extra motivation, not to show anyone the kind of player I am, but I can serve to who don't know me well," he added. Finally, Dani Olmo addressed the national team dilemma for his compatriot and close friend Brahim Diaz, who is free to choose between Spain and Morocco. "I don't have to convince him of anything. He is the one who has to say. I only wish him the best as a friend and teammate, because we have agreed on the selection, but the one who has to decide is him and the coach," Olmo said. So having discussed and concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda, as Bayern Munich are monitoring 22 years old Real Madrid fullback target. The uncertainty over the future of Alphonso Davies at Bayern Munich, coupled with his links to Real Madrid, may create a domino effect in the transfer market this summer. Everything suggests Davies is closing in on a move to the Santiago Bernabeu this summer, with the player unlikely to extend his contract with the Bavarians. In light of uncertainty around his future, Bayern Munich have started scouting the market for a potential replacement, and it appears the Bavarians have already identified a key target in the form of Miguel Guiterez. According to Florian Plettenberg, Bayern Munich have identified the Girona fullback as a potential alternative for Davies. Even though Guiterres is not as highly rated as Theo Hernandez, Bayern believes the Spaniard could be an interesting option as they look to prepare for life without Davies next season. Guiterres, for his part, has emerged as one of La Liga's finest performing fullbacks this season, having established himself as a first-team regular in Catalonia. The youngster has impressed onlookers with his technical efficiency and the ability to provide width going forward, thus making him an ideal option for Bayern. What makes Bayern Munich's interest in Miguel Guiterres particularly intriguing is the player's close ties with Real Madrid. As a product of La Fabrica, Real Madrid have retained an option to re-sign the young fullback for as low as €8 million. What is more interesting is the fact that Real Madrid are reportedly ready to activate Guiterres' buyback clause, which means the player may return to the Santiago Bernabeu. Now, what Real Madrid plan to do With Guiterez, this summer remains to be seen. They can either sell the player for a quick profit or they can retain his services, in which case they may have to offload current options including Ferland Mendy and Fran Garcia. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our next update. See you next time, and a very big Hello Madrid to us all.